This story is about China. And guys, China is a bus route in this country. Its number is 375, which travels from Yuanmingyuan to Fragment Hills. And there is not much distance between these two places. It's hardly 16 kilometers. And guys, it's just like a normal bus which usually takes people to their homes. But this bus is for those who work late at night. And guys, just like that, at midnight on November 14th, 1995, this bus was traveling on its normal route. And at one place, this bus saw that some passengers were standing. There they stopped the bus. The name of that place was Summer Palace. There were 4 people standing at that place. One was a couple, looking like a husband and wife, and an old woman and a young 20-year-old boy. They both boarded the bus. While boarding the bus, they saw that there were only 2 people inside the bus before boarding. One was the bus driver and the other was the bus conductor. The couple took the back seat of the bus driver. The old woman and the boy took the front seat. And guys, at that time, it was around 2 o'clock at night. This bus was supposed to be its last ride. It was confirmed that after this ride, this bus was going to be parked in the depot. But guys, there was so much fog on the road, so much fog that the bus lights were on. Still, the driver could not see anything ahead. Visibility was totally zero. There were also very high chances of accidents, so the bus driver suggested to all these people that should we go this way or should we take another route? So the conductor, the old woman and the young boy confirmed that yes, we should take another route, because anything can happen here. But the couple sitting behind the bus driver totally denied this. That no, we have only 1 or 2 minutes to reach our home, so drop us off at this turn. Guys, this was the final turn of this route. From the next turn, the bus driver was going to drop all the passengers. He was going to take them to their home. But the couples got off there now. There were only 4 people left in the bus. It was a dark night at that time. There was total silence on the road. There was no one around. And it was so quiet that you could not hear anything except the engine of the bus. It was completely silent. No one knew each other in the bus, so of course they could not talk to each other. They had only one option left. They could sit by their window and enjoy the view outside. They could enjoy the cool breeze. And the old woman was wasting her time doing all this. And at that moment, the bus driver immediately stopped the bus. The boy was shocked. He shouted at the bus driver that what is all this? How can you stop the bus at such a quiet place in the middle of the night? Can't you see how cold it is here? The bus driver turned round. He said, "Look carefully. There are 3 people standing in the middle of the road. They have indicated to stop the bus." The bus driver and the boy were talking to each other, and at that moment, those 3 people came inside the bus. They climbed up Dot, and all the people in the bus were scared. They were shocked that what is all this? There was nothing wrong with those 3 people, but they were wearing the clothes of the time of the kings, and it seemed that these were very dirty clothes. It seemed that either these people have come from the mud, or they have been washing these clothes for years. And there was one more weird thing in it. The 2 hands of the man standing in the middle were on the other people. It seemed that the other 2 were supporting the man in the middle. Or it seemed that the man in the middle had drunk a lot of alcohol, and the other 2 people were taking him home. But what about their clothes? Why are they so different? As soon as the 3 people got on the bus, the old woman was very shocked. She was uncomfortable. She went to the conductor and told Yoli that something is wrong with these 3 people. I don't have a good feeling about these 3 people. Something is wrong. After listening to the old woman, the conductor told Yoli that I can understand this very well, but there is a theater nearby, just a few minutes away. And I think these 3 people have come from that theater. They seem to be from the drama. Then the old woman started feeling more uncomfortable, because the young boy had calmed down after hearing all this from the conductor. But the old woman was very alerted. If they are from the drama, then why is the conductor consoling us? They could have also told us this. And if the one in the middle is drunk, then why is his hair all over his face? All these questions were running in the mind of the old woman. There was a lot of confusion. And again, the same silence spread in that bus as it was a while ago. And these questions were running in that old woman's mind again and again. So the old woman was not avoiding these things. She was looking at those 3 people again and again with her third eye. She was looking at those 3 people with her side eye. And guys, tell me one thing. There was not much left of the road. They were very close to that fragrant hill the bus was about to reach, and the bus had come to the same route from which they had to travel, but they had taken a turn, so now they had come to their default route. But it was very late at night. There was no sound in the bus. There was a pin drop silence. The bus driver was very sleepy. His eyes were hurting. But slowly he regained consciousness, and he saw a black cat passing by his bus. His eyes widened. He immediately put the brake, and the old woman suddenly fell on that boy. And that boy asked, "Are you okay?" And that old woman didn't say anything, and she quietly sat on her seat. And guys, after a while, that old woman stood up again, and she started screaming that her purse was missing. And she said that last time when the bus driver put his brake, at that time, the boy who was sitting in front of her, he had stolen her purse. After hearing all this, the boy was very shocked. That no, there is no such thing. I have not stolen the purse at all. If you want, you can search for me. But that old woman was not listening to a word of that boy. She said that I have not done anything like this. I am literally innocent. That old woman even slapped him, and he was very shocked that why is this happening to him after seeing all this drama. The bus conductor and the bus driver said, "Maybe you shouldn't do all this here. You should get off the bus. There is a police station nearby. You can go there and solve it." And when all this was happening at that time, the old woman could hear the laughter of the man whose hair was coming on his face. And at the same time, the old woman and the young boy got off the bus. After getting off, the boy was very scared, because he felt that he was going straight to the police station. But there was no tension on that woman's face. She was very relaxed, because she had a lot of tension in her head. That's what she looked like. The boy then asked the woman, "Why did you do all this?" "I didn't steal anything." Then the woman said, "You don't have to shout so much. You should thank me. To tell you the truth, I saved your life by doing all this." And without confusing the boy, the woman told the boy a story. Then the old woman told the boy one thing. As soon as the 3 people got on the bus, then I noticed one thing. Something is wrong with them. There is some vibe change. Something is negative with them. And when I was doing all this, I was constantly keeping an eye on them. I was always keeping an eye on them, that there is something here, which I will find out now. Then, as soon as a gust of wind came, when the middle one's hair flew in the air, I saw that he had no face. He was a faceless ghost, and if someone's face is not there, this can be a paranormal entity. And when I looked at the feet of all 3 people, I saw one thing, that none of the 3 have feet. And before we become their prey, before that I created this whole drama. That it's better that we get out of here as soon as possible, and we should not become their prey. Becoming their prey is like bringing death closer. After hearing all this, the boy became very emotional. He hugged that woman. And then that boy gave a suggestion to that woman, that our life is saved, but the bus conductor and the bus driver, their life can be in danger. So let's do one thing. Let's go to the police and inform them as soon as possible. Maybe their life will be saved. Guys, you also know, whenever there is any such horror or mysterious thing, the police don't pay much attention to it. They don't pay much attention to it. They don't pay attention to it. They went and told all these things to the police. And that's what happened. They didn't get any focus. They didn't get any attention. After seeing all these things, that old woman and that young boy left, thinking that their life won't be saved. But our life is saved. But guys, now you must be thinking that this story, this horror story, must have ended here. No, the mystery and horror has just started. Guys, on the 14th of November, this bus left for its destination, but it never reached its destination. As soon as the police found out about this, they remembered that old woman and that young boy. Then the police, at the time of the 15th of November, they came out to find this bus, to find out in the CCTV camera. Nearby, they found out the most shocking thing at the station or at the place. That old woman and that young boy, they got down outside the bus. The CCTV footage till there is captured in this entire area. In front of that bus was not captured in any CCTV camera. There was no visibility of that bus anywhere. Whether that bus existed or not, it is so strange, like literally mysterious. The whole day after finding that bus, they didn't find that bus. The next day, but they found out about that bus. And as soon as they found out about that bus, they all ran there. And at the time of leaving, they found out that this bus is not near Fragment Hills, 100 kilometers away from Fragment Hills, and this bus is submerged in a river. Everyone ran there. Everyone got together there. The whole police force got together and took out that bus. And when the bus was taken out, everyone was shocked by what they found in the bus. When I heard it myself, I was also shocked. They found 3 bodies in that bus. 1 of the bus driver, 2nd of the bus conductor, and 3rd of the same man, who was sitting between those 2 people, who was wearing old clothes. And guys, do you know what was the most shocking thing? It was only 2 days after their death, but their bodies were completely decomposed. They were completely rotten, so rotten. In just 2 days, how is this possible? And guys, how did this bus come to this river, from Fragrant Hills to 100 kilometers away? What is the possibility of this? Then the police opened the petrol tank. There was not even a drop of petrol in the tank, but there was one thing, and that was blood. And guys, till date, no one has been able to answer any of these questions. How can a 2-day-old body rot so much that only 2 days have passed, and that too in water, and that too decomposed? How is that possible on a bus whose power and petrol must have been filled only up to Fragrant Hills, and that too 100 km away from Fragrant Hills, in a river? How is that possible? When the bus left the old woman and the young boy at one place, the CCTV footage is available till there, and the rest of the footage is not available anywhere, while CCTV is available everywhere. on every road, and that was not seen. How is that possible? And guys, the biggest question: who were the people around? Who were the people who had caught that drunkard? Was he a ghost? Was he a soul who killed that person and then killed the bus conductor and the driver? Till date, no one has been able to answer these questions. It is that mysterious. And guys, I found one thing very creepy. Why did the bus driver choose the same route where those three people were going to meet him? Why did he already know about this? In my simple words, guys, this thing has never been proven. This mystery has never been proved. What happened that night? What is the connection between the old woman and the young boy? What is the connection between the old woman and the young boy? But one thing I believe, that the bus driver and the conductor had died long back. But guys, we still don't know the reality. And guys, I believe that even today, every night that bus still leaves to go to the road of Fragment Hills. Still leaves to go to the road of Fragment Hills. Even today, that bus must be running in the middle of the night on the same road. So guys, before the end of this video, I want to tell you one thing. Whenever you go out in the middle of the night, always remember one thing. Whomever you are traveling with, always tell him one thing. Travel on the same road that you know. Otherwise, it is possible that your cab driver or any driver is taking you from a different road, and you may feel that you are two people, but in reality, you are only one. There is no driver on that quiet road. No car is driving. Only you are sitting alone in the back seat. So guys, now this story ends here. My name is Zahid Ubaid, and thanks for watching this video.